Jade's web of manipulation was carefully woven, and as the wedding day approached, it became clear that her secret was about to come to light. The truth of her affair and the child she carried would soon unravel everything. What was supposed to be a day of joy and celebration would soon be overshadowed by betrayal, lies, and a tragedy no one could have anticipated. Marcus Bennett's younger brother, Darius, was a man of a different caliber. While Marcus was defined by the success that had elevated him to the heights of wealth and stability, Darius, on the other hand, lacked these attributes. He was charming in his own way, with a youthful, boyish energy that captivated everyone around him, particularly women. However, unlike Marcus, Darius didn't have the wealth or the solid footing that Jade so desperately craved. When Jade first met Darius, their encounter couldn't have been more different from the calculated approach she took with Marcus. It was spontaneous, electric, and filled with an undeniable chemistry, a chance meeting that quickly turned into something more. Jade never saw Darius as a potential future partner. To her, he was merely a distraction. He was the thrilling, forbidden indulgence she could never allow herself with Marcus. Darius was everything Jade had never planned for her future, but that's what made him so irresistible. There was a freedom in their connection, a sense of danger, knowing that it could never be anything more than a secret affair. As time passed, keeping this secret became increasingly difficult. The lines between love and manipulation began to blur, and what began as a brief lapse in judgment turned into a much more intense and complicated affair. The thrill of their secret meetings became addictive. Each encounter was a test of how far they could push the boundaries without being discovered. For Darius, the affair was a whirlwind of emotions. He became infatuated with Jade, captivated by a woman who seemed to understand him in a way no one else had before. For Jade, however, it wasn't just about the emotional connection. She knew that this affair could never come to light. It was too risky and could unravel everything she had worked towards with Marcus. Yet, despite the risks, she couldn't let go. She needed Darius, not just for the physical connection, but for the power it gave her. It allowed her to control both brothers, keeping them in her orbit while she secured the life she had always dreamed of. This affair gave Jade a sense of control, a way to keep Darius entangled in her web, ensuring that he would never reveal the truth. Jade used every tool at her disposal to maintain her grip on Darius, her charm, her wit, and even her vulnerability. She made sure to keep him close enough that he felt guilty enough to stay silent,